Happy morning, my dear children. Welcome to Elga online class. Monday onwards, you are going to write a monthly test. Do you remember? Yes. Now, I will show one CRL. You listen carefully. This is very useful to revise this unit 1. Are you ready, my dear children? Yes. I will give you 5 seconds time. You have to get ready for your recap. Start counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Yes, I hope you are all ready.
Unit recap. Hello students. Let us do a short recap of all the things we learned in this unit. We practiced reading words with long vowel digraphs like E, 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 I, O, O. These are some of the words we learned with long vowel digraphs. These digraph sounds are sometimes in the middle of the words or at the end of the words. Chief, peace, receive, ceiling, donkey, valley, cry, July. Fight, thigh, door, goes, bow, show. Fall, shoulder. We also practice new whole words. Some examples of the words we learned are brought, better, truth, leaving, and suddenly. Whole words are words in which we do not use letter sounds to read them. We see only the words and say them. In grammar, we learned using quantity words and also learned about pronouns and how to use them. Quantity words tell us how much or how many of something there is. Quantity words used for uncountable nouns are a little, some, and much. Quantity words used for countable nouns are a few, many, and some. Pronouns are words used in place of nouns. Look at the pronouns in these sentences. For example, for the noun girl, we have used the pronoun she. For things and animals, we usually use the pronoun it. In reading and listening comprehension, we practice making predictions, asking different questions, and read different stories. Added to this, we read about the steps to find the meanings of new words and also learn new vocabulary. Making predictions. Making predictions means what will happen next in the story. There are 3 steps to make predictions. First one is before reading the story, we must read the title carefully and observe the pictures in the book and on the front cover. While reading the book, you must stop and try guessing what will happen next in the story. The last step is to check whether your prediction was right by matching it with the events that take place in the story. Next was asking questions. Now we know that asking questions helps us understand the story better. We can ask 5 questions to do this. Who is the character in the story? Where is the story taking place? What problem does the character face? Why does the character face that problem? And how was the problem solved? We also revised identifying the main idea. You remember that the main idea is the most important idea of a story. It tells you in a sentence what the story is about. Then we also learned new vocabulary words like shepherd, furious, blow, promised, crawling, and adapt. We also learned the meanings of each of these words. For example, furious means very angry. In writing and speaking, we learned about the elements of a story. We also learned about the editing checklist. The elements of a story help us draft a story. There are 5 elements of the story. S for setting, which tells us where the story takes place. T for talking characters, which tells us who was there in the story. O for O. Oh, the problem. What was the problem? R for resolving a problem, which tells us what the character did to solve that problem. And Y for yay, a solution, which tells us what the solution was. I hope this helped you catch up with all the new things we learned from the start to the end of this unit. So for now, bye-bye.
So my dear children, this is very useful to you. You have to recap for this unit 1 from your unit 1 monthly test. Be prepared. Okay my dear children. You have to go through the worksheets also. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Happy learning. Be safe my dear children.